What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Moonrocks, the native token to the Moonsters ecosystem, yet again today. It is the 15th day of November, and here we are sitting at about 0.00167. We're doing all right since the last video, right? We talked about it right here, like right at these highs, and then boom, man, we saw like 114% pump overall. We are consolidating, but that's okay. I literally said down here that I believed that we would move all the way up to the top ends of this resistance point here, maybe right here, maybe right here, whatever the case may be. And we literally stopped actually right there. We actually wicked right to this level first, and then we had a little fake out wick to this level up here. Found resistance, and that's great. That's a great move overall. I mean, from the low, what did we see? In the course of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like a week, almost a week, a little bit over a week, 233% pump. Meanwhile, most of crypto has crashed recently, right? We've seen a big crash amidst most of the crypto market since the 10th of November. Here we are, really not that far away from that relative high, okay? I know that it's kind of a wonky chart. I know there's a lot of selling off that's taking place here, but notice here how much accumulation was going on. And we know it's accumulation because of how fat this thing ripped whenever it was, back here in September. We did distribute, we did sell off a lot, but a lot of cryptos since September, since August and October have sold off as well. I think a lot of this comes from the fact that the crypto markets took a hit as a whole. Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin, your top dogs, they all took a hit. But here we are back up at it. I don't know what the average altcoin's doing. Let's actually look here real quick. Let's check on the others chart. The average altcoin from their lows, right? From their lows, not from the scam wick lows, but from their lows, they're only up about 11%. Moonrocks is up like 200% from its lows, right? We're up like 156%, so up a lot more. I do believe that this project will see new all-time highs, and I do believe that we're going to get there. We'll talk about all that, but first I want to talk about what the next step is, because I think we will get a little push here either today, tomorrow, over the coming days. We have some pretty well-timed videos here. I've talked about Moonsters here every single time, saying it was a good time to buy. We talked about it actually right here, right before this like big pump happened here. We talked about it throughout this range. We talked about it right here as well. We definitely talked about it at the top as well. I was encouraging people not to buy up here, but to buy below 004. And I thought that was a good area. I even bought some more at below 004 in this area. But unfortunately, again, the rest of the market had other plans. We came down. I do believe we're going to get up there. And that's actually what I want to talk about right now, is that what we've seen from a high to a low is a very standard kind of retracement, which is you went up above the 382. It's a little bit less standard than what I normally see. Normally you wick above the 382, close below it, come back to the 236 to find support, and then you move up. But I have a feeling that the reason why you're consolidating here, the reason why you're finding support here and consolidating like this, is because you have some more work to go, more work to do to put into the upside here. I feel like this is not, you're not going to pull back to your 236. You're definitely, I wouldn't say definitely, but you're very likely not to go lower than that. That'd be my expectation. If we were to go lower from here, the 236 would likely hold as support, but I'm not even confident that we do that, right? Typically what happens is we'll go to the 382, you wick above it, you close below it, you bounce at the 236, and then you expect to go to the golden ratio. Typically that's what happens. But you instead went all the way up to the 0.5, and now we're consolidating around the 382. This is more common behavior that you see, not just when you run to the golden ratio, but when you run through it. And we might just run all the way up to the 786, and we'll get into that as well. By the way, the 786 from here, that's about that's another 179%. I'm not saying that we'll go there, but typically, whenever you break through your golden ratio, let me re-say this. Typically, you don't break through your golden ratio on the first attempt, right? High to low, you move up here, you find resistance there the first time, you find support, and then the second attempt is when you break through it. But whenever you find significance at your 0.5 and you consolidate like this at the 382, these are the moments that I've seen in my 10 years doing technical analysis that you do break through the golden ratio, and oftentimes you go right to the 786, 886 zone. It's perfect. That's exactly what I would expect to happen should we break above the golden ratio. Now, the 786, again, is a perfect area to find resistance because, look, we have resistance here. You can see it, and support right here as well. Not so much dating back to this, but let's just see. I want to take a high here to a low there, and let's just see. That's also, wow, that 786 lines up directly with the golden ratio of this high to low as well. So there is some significance at this 0.00465 level, which again, from the current price, is about 174% higher. I'm not saying that's where we're going to go, but that's kind of my suspicion at the moment, right? I think what we're in the midst of right now is a bull flag. And let's just measure. Wouldn't it be perfect? Wouldn't it be perfect if this bull flag measure move took us right there? Wouldn't it be perfect? Let's just see. From a low to a high, you put this at the low of the pattern, right there. Look at that. I can't make this up. The writing's on the wall, you guys. The writing's on the wall, and not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I think this is a really good time to accumulate some Moonrocks. Now, let's say you're watching this video, this thing's taken off and it's all the way up here. You might be thinking, damn, it's not a good time to buy anymore. I missed my chance. Well, there might be some volatility. Maybe we pull back to the golden ratio for support. We found support here before. It's kind of an area where we found turbulence before. It might make sense we find support there. Even if you miss out, if you wait, you'll probably get an opportunity to buy back in. And this will be, again, this is not a move that stops here. This is just a path. This is a checkpoint on a path that will ultimately take us to new all-time highs. Ultimately, from here, you guys, we have much higher prospects than just half a cent. Okay, the target area is something on the lines of a 9.7x to potentially something as high as like a 22x, right? All the way up at 1.6 cents to 3.7 cents, which would give this thing anything from about a 16 million to a $38 million market cap, and that's where I think we'll go. And again, just like I was saying here, this is not the end-all be-all, right? By the end of the cycle, this thing's got a lot higher than that. I think this thing could go to several hundreds of millions of dollars in market cap valuation, if not even potentially a billion or more. It just depends on how the crypto community reacts. You know, if this becomes popular, if this is like Bored Apes, if it's like CryptoPunks, if it's got any kind of relevance or significance in the NFT community, in the crypto space, I'm telling you guys, this thing has not just 1000x potential, but multi-1000x potential. You could see a multi-billion-dollar market cap by the end of the cycle. That's a long ways away. That's a lot of money, and I'm not saying that we will go there. I'm just saying every single cycle there are coins, there are community-driven projects just like this that have the right fundamentals in place just like this, with people who are not just going to rug pull you, with people who have been here for a long time, who are literally looking after their community, like Soul Saver in the Moonsters community. Shout out to you guys. These are the kind of projects that you hear that story like, oh, I put $100 into Shiba Inu and now it's worth 100,000. Like this is literally because 1000x from $100 is $100,000. I'm not saying, and again, I want to be very clear here, I am not saying that we will see a multi-billion-dollar market cap. I'm just saying if NFTs come back in 2026, and I think they will, I think the fad is going to come back, and if Moonsters is one of the top NFT projects in the crypto space, there's no reason that I would believe anything else other than the fact that this would see a multi-billion-dollar market cap, which from here is a 1000x, okay? And you hear that and you might think, oh my God, 1000x, I'm going to put my life savings in this. I would encourage you not to, because what if not? What if we hit 100 million? What if we stop at 50 million and that's the all-time high? You never know. You never know how high these things are going to go. I definitely expect that we're going to see, I personally expect by the end of the cycle, we'll see a multi-$100 million market cap for this thing or more. Again, potentially billions, but it just depends on how prominent NFTs are in this space again. It depends on how hyped up the market gets again. You know, we don't know yet. We're not in those moments, so just prepare yourselves. But again, I hope I'm not encouraging anybody to put their life savings in this. I don't think that's smart. But you could take $100. You could take, if $1,000 is small to you in your portfolio, you could take a small amount of money and turn it into a large amount of money. And that's really what I'm trying to advocate here, is if you want to have some quote unquote fun, you're one of those people that invests in meme coins or low market cap coins, but you never have the inside scoop. Let me be the one to tell you, we got the inside scoop with this one. This is the one, man. This is one that you can count on that it's not going to rug. It's not going to go to zero. They are building. They've been building throughout all the pain. They've been working on the project. They've been getting community events together and all this stuff, and they've got more planned. And they've been building since before this project even existed, since before the chart even shows its history, right? This is something that's been years, several years in the making by now, okay? It's not going to go away. And again, whenever NFTs come in, the thought is, if this gains any traction, all it takes is a couple big accounts in crypto to give credit to this project, and then boom, guys, billions in market cap, hundreds of millions at least, like crazy potential. But again, I'm buttering the bread a little too much. Okay, I'm buttering the bread a little too much. Let's shift back to where this is impressive, where 0047 is an impressive price. I mean, to me, the TA very much does suggest we're going to see like 174% pump. And I really wouldn't be surprised with how this has happened. I mean, let's just see. This move took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, really 5 days. We've been consolidating for longer than this move took to happen. Any day now, we're going to see this next phase up, okay? And again, even if we're up here and you feel like you missed it, just wait till we go back to the golden ratio. That'll probably be a good area to buy. Prior support, prior resistance in this area of significance back here even. And then we likely launch to new all-time highs. This is going to be a two-step process in getting to new all-time highs. One step here, two steps here, and then boom, then we're going to new all-time highs, you guys. So it won't be too late, even if we're all the way up here. But I do think you know, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. If you see this video and you see the prices at like 004 or higher, maybe wait to see if there's any volatility that kicks in so that you can buy. I really do think that after we move up here, the 003 area, 0032 area, somewhere in there will provide support. That's my thoughts, okay? Just because I know how this happens. Sometimes I make these videos, you watch it like a day or two later, and the move's already happened. I get it. We're trying to make sure people aren't making the wrong decisions. None of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but we did expect that the price would go here. We called it perfectly. And where you found support here is exactly where you found support here is exactly where you found support here within these ranges as well. You did, to be fair, you actually did go a little bit lower. So let's keep our minds open to that. Could we go a little bit lower from here? Yes. Maybe before we have this next pump higher, maybe we pull back down to this level and let's just see from a low to a high. I mean, it's right between your 0.5 and your golden ratio. It could happen. 001 psychological support there. It could happen. It makes sense. But personally, I'm expecting that we move higher. And I want to look at the short-term stuff now. I've buttered the bread so much. We've done so much talking. I want to actually look at the 1 hour indicators and let's just see from here, okay? So the 1 hour RSI looks bullish. You rejected your overboughts and you really grinded it out and tried, but overall, very bullish RSI, right? You bounce off your 60. You look like you got something fierce brewing here, man. I don't know. They're hearing me talk about it. Do we have this? Let me see. Hold on. Why isn't it working? That's weird. Okay, well, whatever. I wanted to get the countdown to candle close on there, but that's okay. This candle is 20 minutes away from closing, just so we're all on the same page. You can see the UTC time down here. Oh, there we go. Now you got it. Yeah, there we go. Building bullish momentum. The MACD crossed above the zero. That's good after being below the zero for so long, right? You look like you want to come back up. A little bit of a double bottom right here. You look like you want to find support, man. You honestly do. 4 hour time frame. Looking at this, look at this, guys. We've got bullish divergence, and this is what really inspired me to make this video right now. Is we've got bullish divergence. The MACD is getting set to break back above the zero. You're building bullish momentum right now. Yes, we've seen this move kind of play out as of now, but I really think that what we're doing here is instead of finding resistance like this, here, we're consolidating. We're getting ready to break through. We're doing something different. I think we're getting ready to break through. And again, if we look at this just for the price, from the price perspective, it's as if we are in a bull flag, right? It looks perfect. It's a perfect bull flag. And I think we're getting the breakout now. The reason I'm making this video is because I genuinely believe that time is of the essence. I wish I made this yesterday because I think it would have been a better time to make it, but I believe time is of the essence, and I expect this video to age very well. I think in the next, if not the next day, within the next week at the latest, we should see a little bit of life. That doesn't mean in a week we're going to be up 170%, but we should be kicking off that move, okay? Maybe tomorrow we're up 170%. You never know. Things happen fast with these low cap coins. Again, low cap coins move a lot easier. They're also a lot riskier. 1.6 million is very low market cap. Okay, low liquidity, low volume. If you put in 10K, you're 40% greater than the total 24-hour volume right now, right? So don't bet your life savings. Don't bet the farm on this thing. If you have millions, don't be putting hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands in here. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Pump our bags. Do it. I dare you. But I think, you know, putting a little bit of what I like to call it fuck it money, put that in here. There's nothing wrong with it, right? If you want to invest in a project and have some fun and get engaged with the community, this is the perfect project for you, right? I really do believe that this has a lot of potential. But the 4-hour RSI, if we're looking at this, you've got lower highs here, and you've broken that trend. You've gotten overbought, but you rejected the oversold zone. You got overbought deep, and you rejected the oversold zone. Now you're showing strength again. You're back above the 50. I can't help but think we're going to get to that overbought zone, and when we do, we're going to see some strength. When we got overbought last time, that's exactly when we saw some strength take place, right? That's like when the strongest part of this move happened. Daily time frame. You know, I'm getting whiplash here, you guys. I'm getting what's the deja vu, because we were talking about it here, talking about getting overbought and how great that would be. We're in the same areas now in the RSI. It's like literally the same thing. We even have a flat top here, just like we did right here. And I really do think that we're getting ready to break out of this. The MACD looks perfect. Daily time frame zooming out a little bit more. Let's just see. The daily MACD crossed above the 0 again. We crossed above the 0. The last time that we did that, I mean, just look at what happened. Look at when we crossed above the 0 here. Look at what happened. I'm not promising this. I'm not saying that this is what's going to happen. You know, in 2 days we're up 400%. No. But I'm just saying the last time we did this, that's what we did. And we're getting to those same readings in the RSI that we were at last time too. Here, you got overbought on your RSI. You came down, you're finding support between your 60 and your 50 level. This is a perfect area to find support. You found support here before, you found resistance here before. You know, I would rather you find support at the 60 or the 50, but whatever. Again, if we go lower from here, this if anything allows us, if we go lower, that we're still okay. We can bounce off the 50, but this looks like you have more to go. Like you want to go, and likely you probably see a deeper reading in your overbought zone, but we'll see. If we come up, we get a lower high, we have some bearish divergence, we could address that too. You know, maybe we get a lower high and we have some consolidation we have to do, but just looking at this MACD here, man, looking at the RSI on all these time frames, I'm very, very confident. And then again, the coincidence of this high here to this low, the 786 is right here. It's almost like if we took this right here, this little consolidation phase, you put a line right there in the middle where you have a closing high, you have all of these wicking lows right there. Right there, that's where that line is. That's where the 786 is. It's also where our golden ratio is from the high to the low of this move overall. The golden, it's literally right there. It's perfect. And on top of all that, if this is a bull flag, which it looks like a bull flag to me, I've been doing this for 10 years, so just trust when I tell you I think this is a bull flag. If this is a bull flag, and I'm going to take this, I'm not even going to take the high. I'm going to take this measurement here to be conservative and put it at the low point here. I mean, that takes us pretty damn... I think I was actually just below that low. Let's see. Let's get it right on there. There we go. Right there. It takes us just below the 786, or basically right to it, right? It makes all the sense in the world to me that we're going to see some kind of move that is at least to the golden ratio, a 90% pump. If not to the 786, a 190% pump from here. Crazy. I'm sorry. I didn't have it on there right. I was like, that seems a little bit more. 186% versus 90%. We must have pulled back a little bit since we've been talking, but that's all I got. I have nothing else. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Don't let me stop you from putting whatever you want to put into this thing, but again, just understand it is a low market cap, it is a low liquidity, and if you go betting the farm in this thing, you're going to be the one that's pumping this price up. Trust me. I've done it myself. And that might sound nefarious. I did not pump this. I just, here on this wick, that was me. That was the C-Zar wick back here. And I haven't sold any of these coins. Any of these coins at all. You can even earn these coins by playing a game. They've got Flappy Moon. You can play this game and earn Moonrocks. Now, you're not going to make a living off of this, but imagine this token does exactly what I'm saying it's going to do. What if it goes to $1 billion? What if we do see a $1 Moonrock? I mean, dude, if we see a $1 Moonrock, you could be earning some serious cash with Flappy Moon. Flappy Moon, where is it? Why isn't it? Let's see. You have to play it on Telegram. Okay, it's on Telegram. And maybe this link doesn't work. I don't know. Am I just zoomed in too much? It seems like I'm zoomed in, right? Maybe it's because I'm on a desktop. If you go to their link tree, let's just see here. Link tree, click on this. Be aware of scams, of course, of course. And do, actually on that note too, do be aware of scams. Moonrocks is on Solana. Okay, the token address is this. It's Moon3 capital BC1 lowercase y. This is the Moonrocks address. If it's not that token address, it's not Moonrocks. Okay, you go here. Where is it? Where's Flappy Moon? P2E game. Play to earn. Let's see here. Let's just see real quick. And then yeah, start bot. It's on Telegram. It's on. So you have to play it through Telegram. Okay. Anyways. I think they're working on that to like make a mobile. I thought they did. I don't. They're working on it to where it can be on mobile or desktop as well, but it's not yet. So that's all I got, guys. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Okay, take care of yourselves. Bye.